Well, obviously, Rick, we lost a number of quality players. We had 4 seniors on last year's team. Our starting point guard, Chris Hughes, our starting 2, and Mark Mason, our starting 5, and Nick Larson, and our backup center, and Mohamedou Sissoko. So a lot of experience. Our 3 leading scorers, obviously Nick, 2-time All-American at NAI level, and one of the top rebounders and scorers in our history. So a lot of minutes to be replaced. I think we're going to be more athletic. I think we're going to be deeper at most of our positions. A lot of new faces, obviously. The fun of coaching for me every year is putting the pieces together, and there's a lot of new pieces. We have 6 new players who all figure to get playing time, or at least challenge for playing time, and obviously veterans back who are looking forward to improving from the previous year in terms of their minutes and their ability. Well, we have a returnee in Devontae Bell, and Devontae had some good games for us last year in a backup role to Chris Hughes, and we look forward to his improved play and opportunity for him to get in and compete for quality playing time. We did have a very good recruiting year, however, at point guard. We have a transfer in the name of Ricky Tisdale, who's really a combo guard. Even though he's only 5'8", he can play the 2 or the 1. Played the 2 in high school, played the 1 at the community college where he came from. Played on a state championship team in high school in Tennessee. Knows how to play, knows how to win. He can score, and so that allows him to play some 2 as well as the 1. We have a very good freshman point guard, and Dwight Sistrunk Jr. And Dwight came out of Hoover High School in Des Moines, highly recruited, and we feel very fortunate to have him in our program. Dwight's a pass-first point guard. He's going to find people. He'd be a lot of fun to play with if you could spot up and shoot the 3, or if you're big and want to get a good opportunity inside. So I think it's going to allow us with those 3 guys who can all penetrate and pitch and find an open man. We'll be different. Chris Hughes was get us in our offense, be able to score the basketball type of point guard. This is going to be a little bit different. And I think the ability for those guys to penetrate, find an open man, whether it's inside or on the perimeter, will change some things for us offensively. One of the individuals we didn't mention is a young man who went ineligible semester last year named Dylan Deck. And when you lose Nick Larson, 2-time NAI, second-team All-American, that's a spot to fill. And we feel that Dylan can do that. Dylan played first semester last year, and unfortunately had a grade situation that made him ineligible second semester, but he had a good spring. His attitude was great, worked very hard, and had a good summer as well. And we think he's going to be a real presence for us at the center position, which is his natural spot. And at 6'9", can be a real offensive threat for us inside. Can also run the floor pretty well. And we actually there are 2 other transfers we didn't mention, and another freshman we didn't mention as well. And we look forward to John Taylor and Chris Jordan, who are both 4-5 types, and then Clint McCullough, who was our first signee last year, freshman out of St. James Academy, whose older brother Kirk played in our program earlier. So I think we're going to be deep, and we look forward to it. I am excited. We didn't practice yesterday because one of our seniors had an interview for a job in St. Louis, so I think we've got our priorities straight. So our first day of official practice is later this evening. We look forward to that, and it is an exciting time for them and for us. Well, we obviously have a very fine 3-point shooter returning in Craig Matson, one of our 2 seniors. And Craig can knock it down. I think playing with these type of point guards will probably improve his opportunity to score. And we look forward to that opportunity for him. Chris Jordan, one of our, Jordan Lewis, one of our returning 2 guards, can really shoot the basketball. Is having a very good preseason for us. Look forward to his opportunity to do that. Ricky Tisdale's a good 3-point shooter. One of our other transfers, Andrew Schofield, is also a 2 guard who can knock it down. And Cyril Ballon, one of our returnees, can shoot it a little bit. So can Devontae Bell. So Devontae might play a little bit of the 2 guard as well. So we think we have some guys that can do that, and it's just a matter of them knocking it down, getting a lot of reps in practice, and getting ready for those passes coming out from the point guards. I mentioned that we lost 3 starters in Ooze, Mason, and Larson. The 2 returnees are our only 2 seniors. Nate Proker was our starter at the end of the year at the 4, and Craig Matson was our starter at the 3. Craig can also play the 4. They've shown very good leadership in the preseason and conditioning and in our skill development. As you know, we're allowed to be with our players basketball-wise 2 hours a week. So we've had an opportunity to see them play and see their leadership skills. They're both going to be challenged. We have a number of new players at both the 3 and the 4 that will challenge those guys. And Craig may actually play as much 4 as he will 3 on this year's team. But both very capable players, and we look forward to them having a very fine senior campaign. Matt Sly is in his 3rd year in our program, has done a very fine job for us the last 2 years, and so we look forward to his continued presence both on the practice floor and on the bench. Certainly we will miss both Tim Sutton and John Davenport, both veterans on our coaching staff, Tim for 7 years and John for 4, and they both knew our systems inside and out, offensively and defensively. So, but while we will definitely miss those 2 on the bench, we look forward to 2 other newcomers in addition to having Matt back. John Addison, who was a very fine high school player in the Kansas City area and had a fine Division I career at SMU and transferred and finished up here at William Jewell, has been in the business world for a number of years and has now decided he wants to coach. And he was on the staff at Ottawa University last year. Feel very fortunate to have John on our staff this year. And then Devin Amy, who is going to be a volunteer assistant for us. And Devin had a very fine high school career at Truman High School and finishing up his degree this semester at Peru State University, student teaching at William Chrisman. So we're going to have him all year. Very fortunate all 3 of those guys are workaholics, are in the office on a daily basis around their work schedule, and feel very fortunate to have them on the bench with us this year.